These are just some of the profound changes that affect fundamental systems throughout the body. So much so that if someone asked me, doctor, in a word, what changes when one moves the food stream from an animal-based food stream to a plant-based food stream? What changes in the body with that alteration of food stream? Everything changes. It is a totally different physiology. The blood viscosity is different. The microbiome is different. Hormone levels are different. The oxidative levels in the tissues, the inflammatory balance, everything is different in the body. This is what allows those amazing before and after pictures that I showed you to happen. Knowing that this is the state of the body, no wonder they lose weight and their bowels start working and they function better. It's what every antelope and giraffe knows. Plant-based foods make you lean and healthy. I could spend 3 lectures going through each one of these organ systems, showing how they benefit from the change to a plant-based diet. But can you get enough protein? Absolutely. The Mother Nature can't make a kernel of corn or a lentil without using all the amino acids. There is no incomplete plant protein. And the beans and peas and chickpeas and lentils and nuts and seeds and grains are filled with protein. You have 3 meals a day of whole plant foods. It's easy to get 70, 80 grams of high grain protein or more. So we're going to take a look at 2 conditions and showing you the actual reversibility of them. And there's clogged arteries and type 2 diabetes. Uh, Whoops, every day in Canada, 14 Canadians die of a heart attack, and over 1,000 Americans die every year. Every day, we have over 300,000 people die of heart attacks every day. Is it just a matter of bad luck and you didn't take his statins? No, what's happened is that a plaque in the artery wall has torn open and the exposed cholesterol, oxidized cholesterol, sets off clot formation that stops the blood flow downstream. And that makes the heart muscle die. This doesn't happen all at once. Over the years, the red tide injures the artery linings. Here you see the cooked animal muscle and the AGEs and the fryer oil and the uric acid from the meat and the fructose and the desserts. All these rip up the endothelial lining of the artery walls. And I mentioned oxidized cholesterol. Cholesterol is not an evil molecule. Your liver is making it right now because we need it for hormone production and membrane stabilization. And this is the normal, natural normal cholesterol molecule. But it's easy to rip electrons off of it. It's easy to oxidize it. And just storing the meat in the fridge, it oxidizes. You lose electrons. And when you chew it up and drop it into your stomach acid, you oxidize more cholesterol. But it's the cooking, it's the grilling the burger, it's the frying the chicken, it's the broiling the steak that really oxidizes the cholesterol and turns it into cholesterol peroxides. And these are the atherogenic particles. When we talk about oxidized cholesterol, here they are. And there's getting to be a strong medical literature supporting the role of oxidized cholesterol. That's these red balls here, and they work their way into the walls of the arteries. They're taken up, and they produce plaque formation. Now, most cardiologists believe this is a relentlessly progressive disease. They use those 2 words, relentlessly progressive. Oh, they're all going to need statins. They're all going to need stents. They're all going to need bypasses. That's right, doctor. You don't talk to them about what they're eating. If you don't help them change their diet to a plant-based one, that is what you're going to see. But it doesn't have to be that way. Now, this is a reversible disease. Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn and others have clearly shown that you can melt these plaques away. What is Dr. Essel's program? It's a whole food plant-based diet, and most importantly, the red tide stops, okay, with a whole food, 100% plant-based diet. Plus, we want you to have a helping of greens 2, 3 times a day. Why? Well, here's why. Here we are back in the artery wall here. Here's the oxidized cholesterol coming in, but the person jumps on Dr. Esselstyn's program, goes plant-based. Now the red tide stops, the oxidized cholesterol stops coming in. And because you're eating the greens several times a day, they're always in your intestine and they're acting like time-release capsules, steadily releasing antioxidants into the bloodstream 24/7. And as the weeks go by, the antioxidants work their way into the walls of the artery. They find free radicals there, they neutralize them, and as a result, the foam cells making up the plaque, they leave, they outmigrate, and the plaques get smaller and smaller and smaller, and the endothelial lining reestablishes itself not by magic, but because the bone marrow is putting out showers of stem cells constantly that reupholster the artery walls like new paving stones. And as a result, many of you have seen these films, but you get dramatic improvements like this. This is the artery in a man's heart, the left anterior descending artery. It's filled with angiography dye. The entire artery should be about this wide going all the way down, but this rat-eaten portion here, these are atherosclerotic plaques encroaching into the blood flow channel, and you can and this man had severe angina when he walked. He did not want statins or stents. There was no place even to do a bypass. He was so clogged up. So he went on Dr. Esselstyn's diet program, and day after day, soup, salad, steamed veggies, a daily walk around the block. The plaques melt away. 29 months of that food stream, and this artery turns into this artery. Same patient, same artery. You can see how reversible this disease is. Can a plant-predominant diet reverse chronic disease? Yes, it certainly can. Here's the proof right before your eyes. And once those plaques begin to melt away a little bit, and once those arteries healthy up a little bit, the arteries dilate a little bit, and guess whose law kicks in? Poiseuille's law kicks in, and so blood flow increases dramatically. This is a cardiac perfusion scan. This is the heart. This is the blood flow in a heart muscle. Red is good blood flow. You can see how choked down his blood supply is here. He went on a whole food plant-based diet for just 2 weeks, 14 days. And the plaques melt away a little bit and the arteries open up just so they dilate a little bit. Poiseuille's law kicks in, and this perfusion scan turns into this perfusion scan in just 2 weeks. You get these dramatic improvements surprisingly quickly, and we saw that at True North predictably. I first saw this report in 1977. A 65-year-old man had severe angina from clogged arteries in his heart. He had to stop every 9 or 10 paces to let the pain go away. Went on a plant-based diet. 6 months later, he's climbing mountains in the Lake District of New England. Again, this is not an abnormality. This is what can happen frequently as the plaque begins to melt away. And arteries all over the body open up, much to the delight of people at home. I'm sure this woman is delighted that his retinal arteries in his eyeballs have increased the blood flow, so his vision improves. But seriously, blood flow to genitals and all organs will improve as arteries all over the body open up and the plaque melts away. And I mentioned there's getting to be a burgeoning literature substantiating the benefit and the reversibility of atherosclerotic disease with a whole food plant-based diet. High blood pressure, heart failure, even kidney failure improves on a whole food plant-based diet. And it forces the doctor to learn this wonderful skill called deprescribing.